It's your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss $120. That's right, an extra deposit is coming to families, but it's only in one state. We also have new proposals that will end SNAP interview requirements, so that's for recertification, all the things, as well as your picture may be added to your EBT cards, child tax credits, summer EBT, and all the things. So if you want to know what's going on in the lovely world of EBT, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below, and you're in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, especially if you love me bringing this content to you. Now, guys, if you are an EBT recipient or not, you can try out Amazon Prime free for 30 days by clicking the link in the cards or in the description box down below. Now, let's go ahead and kick things off with this extra money, because that extra $120 deposit is coming to thousands of families in the state of, drumroll please, Kansas, guys. So certain families in Kansas are scheduled to receive an additional $120 payment from the government this week. Now, the money is coming from Pandemic EBT program, which we know these were the funds that were for the COVID-19 pandemic. But now the state is finally starting to send out that extra payment to 114,000 families who qualify for meals through the National School Lunch Program during last school year. So a lot of states are still behind in issuing the summer EBT. I know, like New York, and I want to say Georgia for last summers for the months of June, July, and August. But Kansas leaders said that the reason why it took so long is because the data and gathering the information was a lot more complex than what they had anticipated. But now the payments are being made. The payments should be issued through direct deposit. So parents and guardians who believe that your children are eligible, but just say you don't receive the benefit in January, then you may go ahead and request a supplemental benefit using the DCF self-service portal starting on February 1st through the 29th of the month as well. So kudos to Kansas. Okay, let's go ahead and move on, where advocacy groups are now petitioning for the end of SNAP interview requirements. And I love this, right? So in New York, student and legal advocacy groups are petitioning right now the U.S. Department of Agriculture to go ahead and lift the interview requirements for SNAP applicants to receive food aid. So they're doing this for all the states. Now, the groups are arguing that the interview requirement is burdensome, and it is, and it prevents those who qualify for food aid from receiving it. So pretty much a lot of people are saying, like, when we had the pandemic and it was waived, these SNAP requirements, a lot more people qualified for SNAP and a lot of more people were able to, receive. But because now the interviews can take so long, not only does it take so long, you have to wait for them to give you a date. Maybe you don't agree with that date at all. And now people are unable to make the interviews and they're being put off SNAP. So currently there is a 30-day process of a SNAP application where the agency must complete an initial certification interview. This could be either by phone, in person. Then they also have like expedited interviews that usually take place within maybe 7 to 10 day window, right? For those that are in a particular need who meet certain income requirements. Then you have like seasonal farm workers, migrants, and other households as well that may qualify for these expedited interviews. So it's like when you have these interviews, then you'll get another notice indicating when is your new or your recertification period, how long you'll receive those snaps. And it's just a lot, right? Because those interviews, people have children, you're working a job, you have school. And it just showed, like, in 2021, the enrollment data that they found, 31% of applicants in Los Angeles County were denied SNAP benefits due to missing their interview, compared to 6% when we had the pandemic as well. So it's like this interview is not helping anyone at all. But let me know, have you missed an interview? Are you having trouble? Would you like this requirement removed, especially for like families, college families? Let me know down below in the comments. But I told you guys that SNAP was going to be interesting moving into 2024. So I said there's going to be a lot of changes. As of right now, though, the USDA is really considering the proposal because they said 78% of people who were eligible for SNAP participated in the program, and they did receive benefits from, I want to say, October 2019 through February 2020 when the interview requirements were eased as well. So I mean, it's just so many obstacles, so much stuff. I think they need to go ahead and get rid of it. But also, let me know, are you still waiting on your summer pandemic EBT as well? Because just drop your state below and say, hey, we're still waiting. I want to say New York is still waiting. I know Georgia is still waiting as well. But speaking of interviews, guys, let's go ahead and move on to Ohio, where this is everything you need to know about SNAP and TANF benefits that are ending in February. So go ahead and check your cards because as of right now in Ohio, February SNAP benefits were issued today. Duh. This is what they're saying, okay? So they were issued today on January 16th. February benefits do not have to be spent by January 20th. There's no change to the spending or usage requirements for these benefits. According to the Department of Human Services, the benefits are intended to ensure recipients can shop for food in February. So the redetermination waiver for food assistance and cash assistance program, which we call, of course, like SNAP and TANF, they will be ending on February 28th, 2024. Now, this is according to the Lucas County Department of Job and Family Services in Ohio. So they're saying like their redetermination or interview appointments, they will go ahead and mail out letters to those that are Lucas County residents with information regarding your redetermination interview, what can happen, and then on March 1st, they will start beginning those interviews again for residents who require a redetermination interview for SNAP or TANF as well. So you should receive some type of communication via a robocall of the date of your interview, as well as some residents you may receive like a text message, as well as you can go online and check the portal and see the status of your interview as well. So that's why, like the last story when we talked about interviews, they need to go ahead and just remove this. I mean, who's answering like all these numbers and weird calls from now? Like, I'm getting tired of people asking about car insurance. Nobody answer the phone for numbers they don't know, but you may want to do it if you're in Ohio, and check and let me know if you received a deposit. Now, in West Virginia, there is a bill that will require a photograph on your EBT card. So West Virginia is introducing all types of new bills. Now, the Senate changed what appears to be like your EBT card. So this is Senate Bill 450. It will require a photograph of the user on the EBT card. If this is passed, this will go into effect this year on June 1st, 2024, and all EBT cards that are issued in the state of West Virginia, they will have a photograph of the holder of the EBT card placed on it itself to combat some of the fraud as well. Let me know what you think about that. Like, you can't send your kids or anyone to the store for you anymore because now your face is on it. But I'm like, well, what are they gonna do? Like, what's the cashier really going to do? Say you can't use it because you're not the person? Like, I wouldn't want to be the cashier in that situation. But let me know. All right, so next let's talk about the child tax credit, where a bipartisan proposal was announced today to go ahead and expand the child tax credit as well and business deductions in an effort to get congressional approval before the start of tax season on January 29th. So I have a full video dedicated to the child tax credit. They're going back and forth, but they are increasing the refundable portion of the child tax credit for 2023, 2024, and 2025. Now, one of the things that is changing as well, work requirements will remain, but low-income families who don't pay taxes, don't pay income tax, you can get up to $1,800 refunded of the $2,000 per child tax credit instead of the $1,600. So they are raising the amount. Then the amount would raise to $1,900 in 2024 and then $2,000 in 2025 as well. So those days that we had $3,000 and $3,600 during the pandemic, those days are gone, honey. Okay, this is the amount that we're looking at. Let me know, what do you think about now the $1,900, the $2,000 as well? But this is still the proposal that they're going back and forth, and they're pretty much saying that it's pretty much solidified. So Let me know down in the comments. Let's move on. All right, so Quincy parents in Michigan are reminded to go ahead and fill out your form for Summer Food Assistance Program. So the Quincy Community School District is reminding parents that you need to go ahead and fill out the electronic benefit transfer form as part of the Food Assistance Program. So the Michigan Department of Education is stating right now on their website that in order for you to receive the summer EBT benefit, every family must have an approved student eligibility benefit for free or reduced price meals as well. It has to be through their school. Then it also has where households may also need to complete and submit the school meals and summer EBT application as well online. So if you want that $40 this month, all families will need to turn in this form ahead of the count day early in February to receive the benefits over the summer. So more information can be found on the Quincy Community School District website, as well as you can possibly go to like quincyschools.org, as well as check with the children at your school, but you need to fill out that form. Now, we know that governors from like 15 states have rejected the Summer Food Assistance Program as well. So children in more than a dozen states like Iowa, Nebraska, you may not be getting the food assistance this summer after these governors recently decided to reject the federally funded aid program that will start in June as well. So an estimated 8 million youngsters would be affected all across America. And I mean, we're talking about Mississippi, Alabama, Alaska, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, Vermont, and even Wyoming. They decided that they did not want to opt in it. Now, last week, I want to say Mississippi governor, he rejected the program, and he said that his state would not participate because of their desire to reject attempts to expand welfare in the state. So in Mississippi, they're like, we don't want to expand more welfare. I know our state in Alabama, Governor Kay Ivey said we don't have the money as of right now, but we'll probably do it in 2025. Governors in South Dakota, Georgia, Nebraska, they opted out because they said that they already have, their state already have summer existing programs, or the lack of funding or the staff capacity to run these programs as well. But I mean, I just feel like no kid should have to spend their summer hungry or without like any type of nutritious food. And I mean, I get it is a 50% bill for the state, but summer EBT, that's a giant step for real in meeting the needs of our nation's children, right? And families just throughout the year, like especially in the summer months when children don't receive food or not in school at all. So let me know, what do you think down below about your state rejecting the summer EBT? Like I said, in Alabama, Governor Ivey was like, we just can't do it right now this month, but doesn't mean that we won't do it in the upcoming months. And this is what we have going on in the news. I know a lot of states, I'm sure here within the next few days, Alabama had issued a state or declared a state of emergency. So I'm sure there's going to be some replacement food stamps for those that have been without power for the past few days. There is a snowstorm that is sweeping all across the South as well. So if your state, if you've been without power for the last few hours, give it a few days. I'm sure more states are going to say you can get replacement benefits because it is snowing here. Okay, it is snowing here. School has been canceled. They ended, I think, on Friday they didn't go to school. Monday they didn't go to school. Now Tuesday and Wednesday they won't be going to school as well. So yeah, it's pretty bad here in Huntsville. But let me know, did you guys receive some snow? Is it canceled in your area school? As well as, what do you think about the child tax credit? Did you guys call Jermaine? Because I told you to call him. Okay, let me know all the things down below. Definitely grab you some Amazon Prime. It is free for the next 30 days. And you know, you just get to try it out. Like, why not try it out? As well as, what do you think about all the changes that are happening in EBT this year? Like adding a picture to your EBT card, that is bananas to me, but they have to find some type of way to combat fraud. And that's all I got, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys. Oh, also, big shout out to my subscriber that I met in Sam's Club. She was super sweet. I didn't get your name. I'm sorry, but hey, girl, hey. Okay, if y'all see me, say what's up. Bye.